know why I know for sure that Chennedy Carter still has something against my Chicago Sky? Because why is it that all of a sudden, and remember guys, she didn't miss the past 5 games for the Las Vegas Aces due to some mysterious illness that she has acquired, right? So she was not able to play for the Vegas Aces in the past 5 games. All of a sudden, when it's time to play up against the Chicago Sky, at the Chicago Sky's court, nonetheless, all of a sudden she got all the energy, she got all the strength and all the health in the world to pop up and jersey up against the Chicago Sky. And that is exactly what she did in today's game. At first I'm like, okay, where is Chennedy Carter when they was doing the starting 5 lineup when everybody was getting in position for the ball tip-off? And I thought that she was going to be out of this game as well. I saw her, the camera had pointed to her on the court side. It looked like she was in civilian clothes. She had on like some sort of hoodie or jacket zipped up. So I'm like, okay, maybe unfortunately Chennedy Carter is still out. But then, oh boy, all of a sudden it's like, 5-6 minutes into the first quarter, she unzipped that jacket, that hoodie, and she was jerseyed up, guys, and she entered the game. And of course, she immediately made an impact, okay? She looked like she ain't ever been sick a day in her life. She was doing finger rolls, layups, mid-range jumper, three-point jumper in the first quarter, going back-to-back, trying to, out three-point shoot us. Okay, Chicago Sky in today's game, okay, we're just slowly but surely getting better when it comes to us as a whole shooting from the 3. Okay, but the Las Vegas Aces, we were literally neck to neck. Because again, in the first quarter, guys, the first quarter ended, okay, it concluded with both the Aces and the Chicago Sky scoring 31 points apiece. And the second quarter comes around, and this is when the Chicago Sky, of course, we just had to take a nosedive because we only scored 19 points compared to the Aces' 30. Again, not to point the fingers at everybody, but again, Skylar Diggins could have gave us more. Natasha Cloud only gave us 6 points, but she could have done better. In the first quarter, she did give us a 3-point shot, which I'm appreciative of. Okay, but Sydney Taylor, again, the woman was undrafted. It's so many times where, again, this is the reason why she has earned her starting 5 position. Natasha Cloud got to take a seat in the back. You got to get in the back seat. Give the keys to Sydney Taylor and allow her to drive the car. Because, again, the woman went undrafted, and she immediately earned her spot and position in the Chicago Sky in regards to her being in the starting 5 lineup. Again, she can be a little bit inconsistent, but overall, as a guard overall, I'm very impressed with Sydney Taylor. In the third quarter, we also were, a bit underwhelming. The Aces put up 25 points to the Chicago Sky's 23. And in the fourth and final quarter, that was when we tried to kick it into gear, but again, it was just too late. We scored 26 points compared to the Aces, just 21. Again, Jewel Lloyd was making threes. Jackie Young was Jackie Young. Now, Alyssa Smith could have done a little bit better. KB, Kirsten Bell, all of a sudden, she can actually put up threes. I'm like, what is this? Again, I'm not severely and totally disappointed in the Chicago Sky in today's game because, again, we were neck to neck for so long. But that second quarter, we might have not been able to get beat the way we did if we just could have, if we hadn't took such a nosedive in the second quarter. And in the third quarter, we were on our way. We were like on the come up. At one point, we were like, within 7 points? I think 5 points, something like that. Because at one point in this game, guys, when it comes to the overall lead and the lead changes, let me make sure. Yeah, the biggest lead that the Chicago Sky had over the Las Vegas Aces was just 5 points. Meanwhile, the Aces had 18 points over us. Okay? The lead changed 15 times, and we were tied 8 times in this game. Again, the Las Vegas Aces, they are the defending champions, the reigning champions at that. They won the championship in the 2025 WNBA Finals. So for us to lose to them by what? Let me see. Yeah, by 8 points, 107 to 99. Again, it's not great, but it's not terrible either. We actually are showing some signs of life as we continue through this season. And again, Courtney Vandersloot, I know we have some, a lot of us is just like, she has, in a way, she has too much control, and, she's too opinionated in regards to being the point guard for the Chicago Sky. She acts like she's the GM. Her and Jeff Pagliacca is like this. They sabotaging us. They self-sabotaging the team. For Courtney Vandersloot to be up one, she's like, 36? She's in her mid-30s. She just came back from the ACL tear just last May. I ain't gonna lie. She's impressing me more and more, and I think we all just need to give her a little bit more time and more of a chance. Again, overall, when you look at the team comparison stats, the Chicago Sky, we were not far off, okay, in regards to our rebounding, steals, blocks, even turnovers, etc., etc. But when it comes to overall shooting and our accuracy, that was what got us. The Sky had 46 rebounds to the Aces 42. Sky, we had 26 assists to the Aces 21. We had 8 steals. The Aces had 9. We had 1 block compared to the Aces 4. We were both tied at 11 turnovers apiece. But when it comes to shooting from the field, Chicago Sky shot at 46.3%, the Aces at 52.4%. When it comes to shooting from the three-point line, the Sky shot at 37.5%, the Aces at 40%. But when it comes to shooting from the free throw line, we shot at only 64% compared to the Aces' 83%. Again, free throw shots are like tax-free money at the line. Okay, it's like they call it the charity stripe for a reason. It's tax-free money. It's free money that you are entitled to that you ain't got to pay no taxes on. And we did not take advantage of that in today's game. We got to get into these individual player stats, starting with the winners first, okay, being the Aces. Jackie Young had 28 points, 5 rebounds. A'ja Wilson, she had a double-double, guys. She had 30, she played for 34 minutes. She put up 30 points and had 15 rebounds. Might I add, she gave us all like a freaking jump scare in the fourth and final quarter. I got that right, yes. In the fourth and final quarter, it was a no-contact sort of injury that she had very briefly. She had went up with the ball in her hands, and when she came down, that right ankle like twisted. Like her leg just like went like, it like bent like an L. And like you can see it in her face, she was grimacing. She was in such great pain. She literally was able to walk on her own, thank goodness. She got up, and she kind of like jogged to the locker room. Not even 2 minutes later, A'ja Wilson came back to the court. So again, shout out to A'ja Wilson. Hopefully, she stays strong and healthy. Everybody, again, I want everybody to stay at their healthiest and strongest, so we can have good games as we continue through this season. Now, Alyssa Smith has 6 points, 1 rebound. Again, she could do a little bit better. Stephanie is just Stephanie. She put up 3 points and 1 rebound in 20 minutes of gameplay. Where did they find Stephanie? Chelsea Gray had 18 points, 6 rebounds. Cheyenne Parker-Tyus, she played for 4 minutes. She had 0 points, 1 rebound. Kirsten Bell, KB, had 5 points, 0 rebounds. And Jewel Lloyd had 6 points, 1 rebound. Chennedy Carter, a.k.a. who gonna guard her, had 11 points, 1 rebound. Now let's turn it over to the Sky. Azrae Stevens was impressing me, guys. She put up multiple three-point shots. Okay, overall, she had 24 points, 6 rebounds. She was 3 of 6 from the three-point line. She had just 4 personal fouls. That don't matter. It is what it is. But yeah, Azrae Stevens, she's getting better with that 3 ball. Gabriella Hawkes, she played for a total of 12 minutes, put up 2 points and 3 rebounds. She was having an off night. Camila Cardoso almost had a double-double. She had 24 points, 8 rebounds. Skylar Diggins had 7 points, 6 rebounds. Again, as a guard, in my opinion, specifically for my Chicago Sky, they got to go into the game saying to themselves, I got to get at least 10 points. Say maybe 5 assists, 8 plus rebounds. Again, you got to have these numbers in the back of your head, rather in the front of your head, of what you got to accomplish. Again, Skylar Diggins, 7 points in 28 minutes of gameplay. That's underwhelming. Sydney Taylor, again, shout out to the rookie. She put up 14 points and had 3 rebounds. Courtney Vandersloot had 5 points, 4 rebounds, and 16 minutes of gameplay. Again, that's not terrible. J.C. Sheldon had 5 points, 1 rebound. I'm sorry with these names. Ika Coulibaly. Always forget how they pronounce their names. 2 points, 0 rebounds. Natasha Cloud had 6 points, 2 rebounds. Again, she got to do better. I'm tired of the 2. It's been like on so many games where she's between 2 to 6 points, if that at all. I'm tired of it. She played for 23 minutes. She needs to get it together, Cloud. And Elizabeth Williams had 10 points, 3 rebounds. Again, overall, this was a pretty good game. Again, the Chicago Sky. Yes, of course, unfortunately, we lost. But again, this is the reigning champions, being the Las Vegas Aces. They beat us by just 8 points. Okay? We were neck to neck with them for a large portion of today's game. But unfortunately, it is what it is. We just took yet another L. But hey, dubs in the chat for the Las Vegas Aces.